How is it going, guys? Slippery Jim here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Terraria, Calamity Infernum, Wrath of the Gods. I'm just hanging out here, enjoying a seat on my exo toilet that I crafted in the last episode. And we've also got some cool tentacle things going on, which is a vanity item I picked up as well, because we did defeat the exomechs. All four of them, along with Draenor, since one of the bosses is basically two bosses. So that was pretty awesome, and it unlocked a bunch of stuff. I was looking at the loot that these guys are supposed to drop, and there's actually a couple of books here that I did not get, so I think we're gonna have to go back and fight them again. I think one of the books has a chance to drop, and the other book is supposed to drop from the last mech destroyed. Now, it did not drop from the last mech destroyed when I did the fight, which was weird, unless I missed it, but I don't think I did. So I think from doing some research, what I might try doing is try to defeat them in a different order, so that we have some a different boss as the last boss, and we'll see how we go with that, see if that gets it to drop. Because I would like to try to complete the bookcase collection for Solon. I think that would be pretty awesome. There's also some items here like this, the Atlas Munitions Beacon, which is I think a sentry summon, which looks pretty cool and might finally be an upgrade for our tried and true Cadaverous Carrion Sentry. Now I think this drops from Ares if he is the last boss defeated, so we'll see if that gets it to drop, because I would like to get that. There's also another hook there, which is interesting, and some stuff, but really the main thing I want to get is this summoning sentry item. I don't think there's really anything else that's super necessary, but these two books and the summoning sentry item would be amazing to get in this episode. And I was looking also at what we need to get to craft some of the cool stuff that is now available for us. So for instance, one weapon that I would like to look at crafting is called the Cosmic Immaterializer, I believe it is called. Cosmic Immaterializer. This thing here, so this is a summoning weapon, 1771 damage. Sounds amazing. We do need to get miracle matter for this. I think we can craft that now though using the exo prisms. But the other item we need is Calamari's Lament, which I didn't actually end up going and getting, but we could have got that a while back. Calamari. Let's have a look here. Calamari's Lament. Basically, we have to fight a colossal squid to get Calamari's Lament, and yes, that means, unfortunately, we have to go back into the abyss yet again after I thought we were done with that area. But yeah, we have to find a colossal squid and defeat it. It is not going to be easy, I don't think, even at this point of the game, because those things are very dangerous, and the abyss itself is quite deadly as well. But we will try to get our hands on that so we can craft the Cosmic Immaterializer. By the way, I also found a pretty cool item that we can craft, which would have been handy a lot earlier in this playthrough. It's called a super dummy, and I want to try this out because one of the problems I have with testing my DPS is you can't really get the summons to attack dummies in the regular way you could like shoot a dummy if you had a ranged weapon or something like that. But with these super dummies, basically it says same as a regular dummy, except minions and projectiles detect and home onto it. So that seems pretty good to me. We might craft one of these up and try it out, because that would enable me to test my damage. What is giving me that flying carpet effect right now? I vaguely remember reading it. Oh yeah, it's these boots. That's actually kind of annoying. How do I turn that off, man? I don't want that. I've got freaking serif traces, so I don't know. That's going to be a problem, actually. Magic. Well, you know what? We're probably going to change out our weapon anyway. I will say one thing I've done from the last episode, which I finally decided to do, is I've actually updated the mod pack to the latest versions of all the mods and the latest T-mod loader, because I was having to basically delete the current version of T-mod loader and paste in the old original one that I started this series with, because the mods I was loading were also the old versions and they were not compatible with the new T-mod loader. Anyway, so now all of the mods are updated. There's a few little changes I've noticed, like these wings here. I think these were Drew's wings, but they've now been changed into into the Wings of Rebirth. And there's a few other little changes like that to some of the things. I think there's some new there's new sprites and stuff like that for some of these items. They look a little bit fancier and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how that works. Anyway, let's see. I was going to set up a training dummy area. Maybe down here would be a good location. Let's just head over there and check it out. So I think that update might have affected this flying carpet thing, because I don't remember that being an issue when we were using this set of armor at all previously. Anyway, let's try this out. I'm not sure exactly how this works, but do we just... I think we have an unlimited amount of these that we can put down here. So how do we get rid of them though? Right click to remove. Click to remove. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's super handy, because you don't really want these set up when you're fighting something, because they distract your minions. But you can see here we can test out our DPS here, which is pretty awesome. So like if I had all of my summons and my cake buff going at the same time, we can do this and see exactly how much single target DPS we're getting, which at the moment looks around the 70k mark, give or take. And you can spam a bunch of these if you wanted area of effect and stuff like that. So that is actually a super useful item there. I'm pretty pleased that I decided to craft one of those finally. Anyway, let's see. There was, oh yeah, we were going to go fight the colossal squid. Before we do that, let's just check this. Summon, communicate. So you might remember the last time we spoke to Draydon, he said something about he was gonna upload some blueprints or something to our codebreaker machine, and it didn't seem to do anything. But I believe that in order for it to progress, you need to actually craft any exo item. And coincidentally, in the last episode, we did craft an exo item. We crafted the magnificent exo toilet. So with that in mind, let's just see if we can communicate a little bit further here with Draydon. Okay. Introduction. I assumed you would attempt to contact me again. I am normally not one for conversation. I remain quite intrigued by you. So, okay, then he says, to prove this, you must create something from exotechnology. I will upload my blueprints. Okay, yeah, that's the message we got last time. Maybe it doesn't work for the exo toilet. Maybe we have to craft something else. Something from exo technology. Okay. Well, it looks like we didn't progress that by making the exo toilet then. It is an exo item, but I guess it's beneath Draydon's dignity to award me for such grotesque contraptions. Maybe when we craft the new stuff, we'll get something out of that. Or we could look at making, let's just take a look here. What was it called? Chuck these exo prisms in there. Oh, we got another Nimbus rod. That's interesting. I think it's a blood moon right now. Where is my man? He's changed rooms. They've been playing musical chairs with their rooms lately. Let's just cancel that. Ain't got time for that. You know what? Now that we've got the new target dummy, we could probably get rid of this one. Because it's a little bit annoying. Getting hit by my minions while I'm standing in my house. You know what I mean? We can find something to put there in its place. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was going to look at the cosmic immaterializer. So we do need these miracle matters. Let's craft a few of these if we can. What do we need? Galactica singularities and ascendant spirit essence. We should maybe cause of calamity. I'm not sure how many of these we needed for the cosmic immaterializer. We need just one. Nice. What else can we make with this? Just out of curiosity. Let's take a look. Oh man, some crazy stuff here. Magic weapon, melee, range. So basically it looks like a weapon or two for every class. Man, this stuff looks amazing though. Supernova? Smart bomb. Excess leash bundle. Vanity item. Kevin. Magic weapon. Of course there's only one summoning weapon, but you know, at least there's something for us summoners. Pretty cool. So it looks like we'll only need like one of these things anyway, which is fine, I guess. Alrighty. Nice. Hopefully this thing is crazy powerful so we can delete the Supreme Witch Calamitas. Which, by the way, is the final boss in Calamity, I believe. But not the final boss in Wrath of the Gods. So, it's going to be quite the achievement just to take her out. Anyway, before we think about that... actually, you know what? Before we go down into the abyss as well, I think we need a new set of armor, because this set of armor is freaking me out with this magic carpet thing. I don't know how to turn this off, this effect off, so it's actually a huge issue right now with this set of armor. But we should be able to make, I think it's called Gem Tech armor, which looked quite intriguing. Gem Tech. Yeah, here we go. So what do we need for this? Oh, we need more galactical singularities. So we need 27 galactic singularities and some cause of calamity. Let's get those going. What do we need? Solar fragments. Okay, let's go back to the operator. Alright, we have body armor, headgear, and shin bolts. Right, don't know what language that is. Sounds German or something. We need a couple more two more galactical singularities. Let's get those going. And that should be... We're going to need more of those anyway for the other thing that we're going to make. So we'll just chuck a few more of those in there. Alright, we have our new set of armor. The Gemtech armor. Let's check this out. So... Let's see. Fully equipped. It says... 14 defense... The devil said, revel in your victory, you've earned your damning, pack your things and leave. Power gems. 6 gem fragments idly orbit you, 1 for each class, and a base gem. Each active gem provides a bonus for its respective class, while the defensive gem grants defensive boosts. Powerful enemy hits will dislodge gems, launching them into the nearest enemy for huge damage. Lost gems regenerate after a while, whatever that means. The lost gem is the same class as the weapon you are using, so better prepare for some weapon switching action. Oh. So it sounds like a true multi-class set, but it intrigues me. Plus, it's not going to make us ride around on a flying carpet when we don't want to, which is... Wait. Why did I have an extra? That was weird. Okay, actually, I think I know what was causing the issue. Let's try this again. Yeah. I think it was a glitch with updating my mods. But how many slots did we have before? We've got 6 now. I think it just gave us an extra slot for some strange reason that wasn't actually there. Anyway, we've sorted it out now. So, yeah. Cool. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, with our old set of armor, we had 225 defense. With this Gemtech set, we've got 263. Now, we do go to 13... minion slots, unfortunately, which is 2 less than we had before, but you know what, we'll give it a shot. We will try it out. It is the new hotness. We might as well try it out. I wanted to try out Draydon's heart as well. Now this turns our adrenaline bar into a nanomachine meter, and when we take damage, we don't lose any nanomachines in the meter, but they stop accumulating for 1 second. And instead of giving us a massive damage boost, what it does is they heal you for 360 health over 2 seconds, which is like a third of our health. I guess it's pretty good. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. While healing, you take 50% less damage. And that's it. And it also gives us 48 defense and 15% reduced contact damage. I don't know, it sounds kind of good. We could try it instead of the Chalice of the Blood God. See if it's worth it. Why am I getting a stealth? Why am I getting a stealth bar? Rogue stealth builds while not attacking. Huh? What? Why? I don't have any rogue stuff equipped. This is very confusing. That's going to be a glitch, or it might be to do with our set of armor. Let's try putting the other... Yeah, it's to do with the armor. Huh. There's those crystals as well. You can see them rotating around me there. Anyway. I did expand my museum as well. As you can probably tell, we have another level down here with which to display our historical sets of armor and whatnot. Now, let's see. If we're going back into the abyss to fight a colossal squid, it has me concerned. Let's maybe equip for the time being the abyssal diving suit. Hopefully that's all we need. We will get the blessing as well from Amidius. A mightiest blessing. That'll help a little bit. And we'll just spam these things. Alrighty, we got that. Now, I know that the squid are usually found in this circular thing here, but the colossal squid... I guess we got to get a little bit lucky with this. So we'll go down here and see if we can find this this thing. Where is it? Gotta go around. It's very much a maze. It's one of those rare occasions where the mini-map might actually be helpful. Go up and around this way. Okay, now these guys have killed me a fair bit, so yeah, I'm a little bit concerned, but we'll see what happens. I know there's like regular squid in here, but I don't know if there's gonna be colossal squid as well. Let's see. I don't actually see any squid in here at the moment. Oh, there's... Okay, colossal squid, that's what we want? Okay. See if we can survive the battle. We did take out the Exomex. Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh, it just insta-killed me. What? Why did it show up though? Damn. I think the primordial worm does spawn if you get a chaos state, which is from using like the rotted discord and stuff like that, but I think I vaguely remember one of my accessories, possibly one of my accessories giving me a chaos state, so that might be what did it. We have to be very careful here. Did we? I don't think we even picked up what we needed. We need the Calamari's Lament. Damn, I just got deleted by that thing. There was no way I could fight it inside of that very confined area. I don't think. Not a feasible way. Did we get the I don't see anything down here. There's some regular squid there. We need the colossal one. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Where is the colossal squid? I think they're semi-rare. I don't know if they'll show up on my radar or not. Like, we're just deleting these other squid down here. Oh, there's one. It is a lot tougher. Okay, it dropped something. I think we got it. Let's get out of here before something bad happens. Oh my gosh. Whoo boy. Always scary. Yeah, we got the calamari's lament, so let's chuck that in and we'll be able to craft the new summoning weapon with that item. We'll put the diving suit back on my diving set of gear. Not that I really use that because it's a little bit low armor. Whew, alrighty. We'll chuck Draydon's heart back on as well. Wait, did we? Let's just reforge that. Nice. Okay, good stuff. Now, let's see. We should now be able to make ourselves a cosmic immaterializer. And we'll reforge that as well. Ruthless. This is going to be so crazy, I reckon. Let's try it out. So it says, summons a cosmic energy spiral to fight for you. The orb will fire swarms of homing energy bolts when enemies are detected by it. Requires 10 minion slots to use, and there can only be one energy spiral. 10? I've only got 13. We'll try it out on the test dummy here. So remember we were getting 70k with our other minions, the pole warpers. Let's just use this. And we'll be able to get like 3 pole warpers. Actually no, I don't want those sentries. Let's just chuck those over here somewhere. It's not really a fair test otherwise. And 3 of these. Bit of whip. I don't know. So I'm getting 30k with that. Does it follow me around? Oh, it does kind of follow me. Yeah, it follows me around. It's not the fastest. Did these grow? That looks way taller than I remember it. Maybe it's a good area of effect or something. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit underwhelmed. Let's try this, get rid of those. I just want to compare it to this. So that's about the same, like 30k, say 29k, something like that. Then if we just do straight pole warpers again. Oh, I didn't have my cake buff though, right? Let's try it with the cake buff. We have got a different set of armor on as well, actually. So at the moment we're getting 30k, let's say. And if we just do these, we are getting spikes between 33-ish and 40k. I honestly think the pole warpers are still the best, but I guess we'll be able to try it out as we go. Anyway, what we're going to do now, guys, is we are going to be fighting the Exomechs again. I don't know how we're going to go, to be honest, with the new set of armor and everything else, but we're going to have to defeat them at least twice. Once with Ares as the final boss, and once with what's the name of the other boss? The Loot and Collectibles Thanatos, which is the worm, I believe, as the final boss. So it's possibly going to be quite difficult, shall we say, but we'll give it a crack, and hopefully we can get that other sentry to drop for us as well. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to move the code breaker back up to where it's a little bit more convenient for summoning these bosses. Okay, I've set up the code breaker here on my arena again, and by the way, I noticed if we hold shift on the Gemtech armor, we get a lot more information about what the different gems do. So I think it's the blue gem which gives us the extra summon damage. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, let's get started again and face the Exomechs. We might try to get Thanatos to be the final boss. I think it might be difficult though, because he's pretty much the squishiest mech, but we'll see how we go here. Let's just start the fight. This is not an easy fight, guys. This is not an easy fight. I'm nearly at 300 deaths here already, and still have not managed to beat the Exomechs again. I don't know what is going on. It's a blood moon as well, but let's give it another shot here. I ended up reverting back to my old set of armor because the Gemtech armor actually didn't seem to be that great, and I just get so many bonuses from the Tesla armor. Okay. So this attack's pretty easy to dodge normally. Oh no! Oh, I just copped that one. Okay, Ares has shown up. Oh no, I can't go any higher! I'm so screwed. What? Wait. Why is he not rotating? What? What the heck? What is going on right now? This is not normal, guys. I think he's bugged out because he went right to the edge of outer space and then seems to have frozen. And even Thanatos is looking very emaciated and not doing any of his main attacks. Well, I guess we'll just keep going. We'll just push on. I don't know, maybe they'll come right, but I fought these guys dozens of times, it feels like, and they've never bugged out. This is quite unusual. Well, I was hoping that Thanatos would be the final boss, but it looks like he's gonna die first, which means Ares would be the last one standing. But that's okay, because first time we beat the Exomex, we had Artemis and Apollo as the final boss. Yep. There goes Thanatos. Oh, okay. Ares is waking up. He's decided to join the fight all of a sudden. I guess he's no longer bugged out. He's actually got a solid chance here. Yep, there it is. We have defeated Ares as the final Exomech. I mean, it is what it is. It was kind of bugged out, but you know what? I'll take it. We still get the loot. Let's take a look at what we got. Okay, let's check out the loot we got from Ares as the final boss. In case you didn't know, the contents of the loot box from the Exomex differs based on the final boss you fight out of the three. So yeah, let's check it out. We also got the trophy and the plushie for Ares, which is pretty cool. We can add that to our museum. But we did not get any books, I don't believe. Let's see what we get out of the treasure box here. Wow, so much stuff. Looks like we got a developer set. Interesting. We'll just chuck that in our storage. What else do we get here? Okay, we got Draydon's heart again. Some masks, vanity items there. Let's have a look here. I believe we've already got those. Rogue weapon, ranged weapon, another mask for Ares. That's pretty cool. Ares what is this? Ares exoskeleton? 2,334 summon damage, creates a panel with 4 slots and 4 choices above it. Plasma, Tesla, laser, and Gauss? What? What is this? This isn't even the summon weapon I was after, but I thought that was a sentry. I think we get that from Thanatos there. We got some more of this exoplating and stuff. Interesting. We got to try this out. This looks super good. There's the exo box, which we already got the mount, which is awesome. Okay. Huh. Okay. Is this a sentry though? Or is it a regular... Whoa. You just throw it out. How does this work? Let's see. How does this work? Let's get rid of our other summons. So we got 4 types of weaponry we can equip here, I think. Into these slots. Clicking on a slot that's already occupied destroys. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Alright. Interesting. And then we've just got the vanity item, which we've already got equipped. It's a little confusing because I've already got exo weapons as my vanity, and now we have actual exo weapons as a summoning item. Alright, let's just try these out, I guess. I think this might be the plasma one. We gotta set up the target dummy and try out the DPS here. Okay, let's put a trading dummy or two here. We'll put down 3 so we can check out the area of effect damage as well. So I want to test out the 4 different weapon types. We can mix and match these too, by the way, I found. But I want to see which one does the most damage. So let's start with the plasma, I think this is. Okay, what is my damage looking like here? Where is it? Where's my DPS? Around 90,000 DPS. Pretty solid. That's with 3 target dummies. Let's try the next one, which is whatever this one is. Electrical damage. Okay, wow. Spiking up into 140,000 damage. Oh my goodness. That's insane. We have a contender, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try the third one though. I believe this is the lasers. Hitting the 100k here. About 100, almost 110k there. Pretty awesome. And then we've got our last one, which I think is the nuke. It's just basically a massive explosion. This is why I wanted to set up multiple dummies, because this one is going to be big area of effect type thing. Looks like it spikes up to 100k, but this has a big area of effect, so it's hard to tell how effective that would be. Pretty interesting. Plus we could have all 4 at once if we wanted to. But we might try this electrical one. It seemed like the highest DPS just based on my testing. So our final exomech that we've got to try to fight last is Thanatos, and it's going to be tough not to absolutely destroy him by accident before we've defeated the first 2 exomechs, but we're going to have to give it a try. I might have to think up a tactic here that's going to maximize our chances of him surviving to the end. We'll see what we can come up with. Yeah, it might be pretty tough though. I mean, at the very least we got this awesome summoning weapon, even if we don't get the sentry. At it, guys. And we finally hit the 300 death mark. So what I've been trying to do is, alright. This is kind of a tough one to dodge. Okay. I'm getting very comfortable with the lasers now, by the way, because you just have to dash the first barrage and then you get pretty much out of range if you circle around. I'm nearly dead though. Oh no. Oh, okay, there goes Artemis and Apollo. So here's my strat, guys. What I've been doing is using the shell phone. As soon as the first 2 mechs reappear, I teleport to the ocean, and then I'm fighting Ares because, okay, Thanatos is showing up. Thanatos is much slower than the other 2 exomechs, so I figure if I teleport to the ocean or like back again to spawn like this, then maybe Thanatos will spend all his time traveling to try to get to us and not get destroyed too early. That's the theory. It's my best chance because if I try to just focus one of them when they're both present, it's almost impossible to keep him alive. Ooh, okay. What have I done? You have made a grave miscalculation. Oh no, that sounds ominous. Maybe I shouldn't have teleported when Ares was in his desperation phase. It might have angered Draydon. Where is he? What is happening right now? Let's go back to spawn. There's a bit of an audio bug right now as well. I don't know what I've done. I don't think Draydon liked my cheese of teleporting in the desperation phase though. I may have broken the game. I'm not 100% sure. Oh! Draydon himself has shown up! And he is not happy. He is lasering the heck out of me right now. He is absolutely punishing me. Interesting. Just about every fight here against the Exomechs is unique in itself. We just learned something important there about Draydon. He does not appreciate cheese or anything that resembles cheese. Oh, let's try again. I'm gonna try to use all lasers because I feel like they don't do as much area of effect damage that could harm Thanatos. It's all about keeping Thanatos safe until the end of the boss fight, so that he can get to his desperation phase. Nice. Gotta love a good death spiral. Okay, Ares. He hasn't got stuck again, fortunately. I tried to fight him a bit lower, so he's got him out of space. Oh, I hate this attack. The plasma katanas. Alright, there we go. I'm kind of liking Draydon's heart as well. It gives you a good health boost pretty regularly, because I very rarely get adrenaline anyway. Oh, the rockets are the worst! Lost so much health there. So I'm still trying to use my beach teleporting technique when the first two bosses show up a second time, so that we can avoid damaging Thanatos. Man, I love this mount so much. It is really, really useful in this fight. The extra speed, yeah. Like, you can pretty much dodge the lasers just by sitting in that Draydon's chair. Now. Okay, good. I'll take the flamethrower any day of the week over the rockets. Alright. Wait till they show up. And let's see some of the points. Where is my shell phone? There we go. Okay, just as well I had these arenas. He decided, well, I actually misclicked there. Okay. Try to do as much damage as we can to Ares before Thanatos shows up. I gotta stop clicking that. Alright. Man, this is not looking good. Thanatos is at 14% right now. compared to 29%. Just got to be very careful not to teleport if they hit the desperation phase. Come on, Ares. What? There we go. Alright. Get out of there. Before Thanatos gets killed. This is looking good though now. We've only got 6% left on Ares. Uh-oh. Oh, there he goes. Beautiful. We're just going to survive Thanatos' desperation phase here. This is why I got a lot of health. Okay. Nice. Oh, easy. Beautiful. Oh, we did it! Oh my god, guys. Oh my goodness, I am so happy right now. That took so long. Let's see what we got. Oh, there it is, the Book of Miracles. And we already got that one. That's one of the books I was after. We didn't get the second one, I don't think, unless it's going to be in the treasure box. But that is awesome. Look at that thing. That is crazy. Wow. See what we get here. Got a lot of stuff. Okay, a few vanity items there. Where is the summoning sentry that we're after here? Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, this is it. The munitions beacon. Nice. And then we just got the plushie. Did we get the trophy? I think it's just... yeah, it's just on the ground here. Well, guys, I finally defeated all three exomechs in their final desperation phase separately, which is the requirement to actually get one of Solan's books to drop here, the Book of Miracles. So we have that to add to her collection in her bookcase. There is one other exomech book as well that we could potentially get, which I believe is called the Futuristic Treatise. But that has a 1 in 33 chance to drop from the exomechs, and I've not got lucky so far. We did, however, get the munitions beacon sentry from Thanatos, which is his final exomech boss drop, which is pretty cool. We also got his trophy and his plushie. I noticed there was this spine of Thanatos, and I thought it was a hook. And I was getting excited for a second, but it's actually a melee weapon, so yeah. Not as potentially useful as I thought it would be. We might actually try to defeat the exomechs one more time, just to see if we get lucky with that Futuristic Treatise book. If not, we'll come back to it later on, and we will potentially come back after we've got some powerful weapons, so it's going to be a lot quicker and easier for us. But we will try one more battle here and see if we can get it to drop. Let's see how we go, and then we'll come back and we'll test out this munitions beacon. So yeah, let's have a crack at it, shall we? Don't have to be quite so particular about which weapons we use. We'll just go 3 lasers, 1 plasma, and some supplementary pole warpers. Let's go. was my very technical strategy to this first phase against Ares, just bouncing up and down slightly erratically. Oh, okay. Kind of unusual for him to do this. The laser carousel, a classic. And then we've got Artemis and Apollo as our third boss here. I've actually got a lot more comfortable with these guys. I just hate it when they do the rockets. Everything else I can handle. The rockets not so much. Okay, they do this weird pause halfway through. Starting to get a bit more hectic. Okay. Nice. Rage time. We've got this. Oh no. Maybe we don't got this. There we go, we've got our radon part heal off. Let's just get the heck out of there. Still using the shell phone cheese. Okay. Oh. Ow. Oh wow. How did I not die there? Oh my word. I hate to think how low my health was there. Let's just hoover up all these hearts from our heart statues. Okay, Ares is back. And there goes Thanatos, predictably. Uh-oh, looks like we've got Ares' final boss. It's on. Can we do it legit? Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh no, desperation phase. Man, his aim is really bad, I gotta say. Looks like he's overheating or something. Oh my goodness! I do not want to get hit by that. That's it! It's over! We defeated Ares fully legit without being bugged out. Did we get the book though that we were after? I don't think we did, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks, but you know what? It was a good fight. That was so much fun. Awesome, awesome boss. Okay, one last Exomech defeat under my belt, guys. Feels pretty good that it was Ares as well. We finally got to beat Ares in his desperation phase legitimately without being affected by some strange sort of bug. But unfortunately, we did not get the futuristic treatise book to drop this time. We did get most of the loot though, except for a couple of vanity items, so that is pretty awesome. There's nothing really that we missed out on. I'm not sure how we can get this Cynosure lore, or where that comes from, but yeah, we did miss out on that, which is unfortunate, but we got pretty much everything else. I'll have to get rid of all of these gravestones from battling the Exomechs. There's a lot of these around the place, but at least we haven't got a makeshift graveyard biome forming just yet. But I probably want to get rid of some of those. Anyway, you guys are probably wondering what this munitions beacon summoning weapon is like. I've had the Cadaverous Carrion as my pretty much go-to weapon of choice when it comes to sentry summoning minions, but potentially this thing is going to be a lot better. Now, on paper, the Cadaverous Carrion does 383 summon damage. Now, this thing here does say 641. Let's just reforge this to Ruthless. Hopefully, we've still got our Goblin Tinkerer alive. He is pretty good at surviving a lot of the boss fights, so we'll give him that much. Let's see here. So, munitions beacon and Ruthless. Let's get that going there. By the way, I did reforge most of, if not all of my accessories back to warding. It just gave me more survivability. I think it was better in the long run than menacing. Anyway, let's check this thing out. So, I'm interested to see how good this is going to be. Let's just read the flavor text here. It says, it's surprisingly easy to pick up. And then as far as what it does, it says, brings forth an exo-powered stationary cannon. The cannon will fire at enemies within its range. If an enemy is in close proximity, it will enter overdrive. When in overdrive, the cannon uses its full power to bring down any foe. While in overdrive, the cannon will build up heat, eventually overheating. Press right-click while holding this item to pick up the cannon and use it yourself. When held, the cannon will always be in overdrive. If the cannon overheats while you hold it, you'll be forced to drop it. Pressing right-click allows you to drop it manually. If dropped near the base, it will reattach automatically. Interesting. Plus 18% damage. That's from the Ruthless. Okay, so 755 summon damage. I'm imagining this has a crazy rate of fire, but I guess there's only one way to find out, right? So, whoa! Oh my goodness! Supply drop. That's crazy. Look at this thing. Can we get 2 of these in the house? Let's just see. Oh, looks like we can only have 1, but maybe we can have... Yeah, we can actually have 2 summons. So it looks like the Cadaverous Carrion is still going to get a little bit of use. But, okay. And we can pick this thing up. Let's see. How do we pick this thing up? Oh my goodness. There's nothing to shoot though. Where's our dummy? Get rid of our mini map. That's pretty decent. I guess it's gonna overheat though after a while. Like that's 26k DPS just by itself, which is pretty crazy. How do we redeploy this thing? It said if we throw it out near the base, it reattaches. There we go. Wow. I really love these exomech summons. I gotta say, this exoskeleton, I didn't even think about this being an option. But when we got this and I tried it out, this is probably my favorite summon to date. This thing is amazing. I just love it so much. Anyway, let's get rid of our dummy if we can. Did I just place another one by accident? Hang on. Alrighty. I guess we'll just leave that up there for now. But we also got a trophy and a plushie. We'll put those away. And I guess we'll give Solon her book to add to her bookcase as well. I did put the code breaker back down here in the lab as well. And we'll check that out in a second. But let's put the plushie down. The Natos. So now we've got all the Exomech plushies, including Draydon himself, and we got the all of the trophies except for Draydon. I don't think we got Draydon's trophy, but if he even has one, so that's pretty cool. We're already close to running out of space with these shelves here. Cool. Now, I'm talking about the code breaker, by the way. I was thinking about why we weren't getting any extra messages in here. Even though we were supposed to after we crafted any item with Draydon's Forge. And then I realized that, well, even though I did craft the Exo Toilet with Draydon's Forge was actually put inside of our magic storage as a crafting table and crafted from within magic storage. So I realized that I probably should be crafting it using the basic forge placed inside of the world like it would normally be without the magic storage mod. So yeah, basically what I did was I crafted up, kind of experimenting, I crafted up the Exo Obelisk using Draydon's Forge, and yeah, that basically fixed it so that we did in fact get another message from Draydon, which I'll show you guys in a second. I guess we'll just put this here somewhere. So what this does is it gives you the background from the Exomech's fight, but because we've got Wrath of the Gods installed, it's kind of not quite as effective, because once we get up this high you can see the Wrath of the Gods void thing going on, but down low you can sort of see it a little bit. There's kind of like lightning and stuff going on. It's pretty cool. It looks very, very cool as well. Yeah. Anyway, after I crafted that, we will put the Draydon's Forge back into here as a crafting station. However, what did I do with it? There it is. Put it back in there with our Crucible of the Cosmos and our Biome Globe. But yeah, basically now if we go into this thing and check out the code breaker once again, communicate. We actually have a whole bunch of different stuff in here now. So you can see here that basically we've got a whole stack of different topics that we can get answers on from Draydon himself, including his origins, where he came from, all of that stuff. And there's a whole ton of lore in here, which is pretty epic. I'm obviously not going to go through all of that with you guys right now, but it is very awesome that this is in here. Like, there's, you know, what he's trying to achieve with his goals. There's all sorts of stuff here. The Forge, Yarum, the Plague, what's that? That's all about the Sulphurous Sea, the Vow of Gods, etc., etc. He's basically just dropped a ton of knowledge and science on us here inside of the Codebreaker, which is pretty sweet, especially if you're into the lore and stuff like that. Okay, so Solon is now asleep. Let's what time of day is it? It is 9:45 p.m. We might actually sleep through the night real quick here. We don't really need to do it the old school way like this. We could just change it to daytime. But let's give it a chance for all of our NPCs to spawn back in and stuff like that, because probably 80% of these guys got brutally murdered at various points during the last few days in game here by the Exomags. So they'll probably be swapping apartments and stuff like they usually do. But let's just sleep all the way through to daytime here. I wonder if we get Draydon as an NPC. That'd be pretty cool. Probably not though, right? I don't think he's showed up anywhere. He seems like a very independent sort of guy. Alright, we're nearly hitting daytime here. I think I deserve a rest after all of that strenuous fighting. Okay, 4:30. Pretty sure 4:30 is daytime here in Terraria. Let's just see. Looks like Solon is up and about. Alright, let's just talk to her real quick. Okay, it's just still the same old dialogue that she had before. So I think we'll need to check in with her after we defeat the next boss, because it is going to be the final boss from Calamity, where we move on to fighting the Wrath of the Gods super bosses. So I'm sure she'll have plenty of dialogue at that point. But right now, let's just put this next book into her bookcase for her. Where is it? Book of Miracles. Bam. Alright. So, looking at this, we got a Starlit Forge and a Star Kite as the reward. That's pretty cool. But looking at the bookcase here, we've got 5 books left. Now we know one of these is going to be the Futuristic Treatise, which we haven't managed to get yet. Let's have a look here. These ones where it says I'll try to find this on my own, I believe Solon adds those randomly to the bookcase. This one here, I think this one that says this book might have something to do with a quartet of combat machines, I think that one is going to be the Futuristic Treatise. And then we've got this one here which says a brimstone locust might reveal this book's source. So that's going to have something to do probably with our next boss, I imagine. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to getting this filled out. We've got 87.2% of books found, which is pretty awesome. Alright, plenty there for Solon to read if she gets bored with everything happening in the world at the moment. Anyway, let's check out this Starlit Forge. So it says a universal crafting station that somehow functions as a workbench, furnace, and everything in between. It also somehow allows for the creation of cinnamon rollins from thin air. Okay. How big is this thing? We could probably fit this here if we move this trophy across a little bit. Let's give that a try. Put that. Let's close this door. Put this here. So, let's take a look at this thing. How does it work exactly? Oh, we can just straight up grab some cinnamon rollins out of thin air. These, by the way, give you stellar improvements to all stats, which is a pretty sweet buff. It's even better than the exquisitely buffed exquisitely stuffed buff, and this is what I use to get my buff, my food buff anyway. So that's pretty cool. Unlimited cinnamon rollins. Who doesn't love that? And we'll chuck this back up somewhere here. Can we move that across? It'll be fine there. Anyway, guys, that is all we have time for in this episode. I hope you're enjoying this series. We are getting pretty close to the last few bosses, so it's getting very exciting indeed to get to the core part of the Wrath of the Gods mod and see what is going to happen in the next few episodes. But until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.